Ladies and gentlemen, listen up. Once upon a time, there was a Cinderella skill in English language learning. In English language learning, we do have our own fairy tale. The Cinderella skill in English language is listening. It is being often neglected as compared to the other stepsisters, speaking, reading, and writing. Oh, poor listening. However, every Cinderella has a turning point, and that happened to Cinderella's skill in language learning, which is listening skill. So, ladies and gentlemen, what happened to the Cinderella skill in language learning? Let's figure out. The background of the study is listening as the Cinderella skill. It is essential but always undervalued in foreign language classrooms. Students often find listening more difficult than reading, writing, or speaking because they cannot replay a real life input at will. Foundation students in Islamic studies struggle with passive listening, memory overload, and therefore there are a lot of issues regarding listening skill or Cinderella skill in English language learning. We have come out with an innovation of the Cinderella skill, which is trico eye, mind, and hand coordination for enhancing foreign language listening and collaborative engagement. As you can see in the photo, we have eye, mind, and hand coordination. That is why we call it trico. We believe trico is important for the students to enhance their listening skill, and they have to coordinate mind, eye, and also their hand in order to master the listening skill. So, ladies and gentlemen, the underpinning theory is that TRICO helps to promote effective learning by distributes cognitive effort across modalities, enhancing domain load and reducing extraneous load. You can see over here the cognitive load theory from Sweller 1988, where you can find it in the logo over there. What happened when students applied TRICO? The objectives of this research is to equip foreign language learners with active strategies to decode input rather than depending on rote exposure, to reduce the feeling of helplessness in listening by training prediction, inference, and reflection. Also, to build confidence so students see listening not as their weakest skill but as an area of growth. The practicality being mentioned here is that it is designed for students with limited exposure to authentic foreign language input, uses manageable tools such as multimedia materials, note-taking, templates, and cooperative tasks that guide learners step by step and can be applied in other foreign language classrooms where listening is often ignored or sidelined as compared to the other stepsisters. Now we are talking about the novelty of this research. Unlike traditional methods that test comprehension after listening, TRICO teaches how to listen by engaging multiple modalities, balances students' mental effort so they do not feel overloaded when facing foreign language input, transforms listening from a passive reception skill into an active and trainable process. Oh, well, are we talking about the impacts of TRICO? Students demonstrate proved accuracy and confidence in processing foreign language texts. They become active meaning makers using strategies rather than feeling lost. And cohesion in group tasks reduces the isolation often felt in listening activities. So, this TRICO is very impactful for foreign language learners. Oh, well. TRICO is very important. As you can see over here, before and after TRICO for listening, before passive and after structured. cognitive load, high extraneous and reduced extraneous after TRICO, and learning outcome is low comprehension and disengagement. Well, after TRICO, students can improve their accuracy and collaboration. Are we going to talk about contributions? Yes. Elevates listening from Cinderella status to a central skill in foreign language learning, even though we love Cinderella, isn't it? Offers teachers a structured way to train listening and also contributes to learners' holistic development in language proficiency, confidence, and also collaboration. Cinderella's story reminds us that true potential shines when given the right chance. In the same way, TRICO is ready to move from innovation to impact. What makes TRICO different is its unique blend of eye, mind, and hand coordination grounded in cognitive load theory, assuring that listening instruction is not only creative but also effective. Well. Once upon a time, listening was the forgotten Cinderella of the language classroom, but today she has found her slipper and her rightful place at the heart of learning. With TRICO as the guiding fairy godmother, bringing together eye, mind, and hand, learners are reminded that every great story begins with listening. Thank you for listening, everyone. As educators, we believe that TRICO is important for the students to enhance their listening. Goodbye.